Many salutations to viewers and coins of the vault alike. I am Tatsumari, the self-proclaimed keeper of MapleStory lore. There are many who do it, but I am the only one who does it like me. Today, we are getting back into MapleStory, where we are taking out the main line story of the game as a crossbowman. And if you were here last week, we went through I believe it was the Edelstein storyline. I have to double check exactly what I was working with. But we went through the majority of the Edelstein storyline. And I can't remember exactly what else we went through. However, off stream, I managed to get everything all together. I did some leveling. And I've got the character all the way to level 186. So we basically have the entirety of the mainline story unlocked for us. So we don't have you guys don't have to endure watching me do a little bit of level grinding just to get to the next one. Pretty much I have weeks worth of story unlocked for you guys. So we will be going through that. So be sure and become a coin in the vault by either following here or subscribing to become a YouTube follower or subscriber so that you don't miss a thing. Hello, I edit here while listening to stream. All right, Jinx, thanks for coming. And also to those of you over on YouTube, thanks for coming. Fruited the Owner, I must apologize. I misread your message on the stream over there. This is a stream, but it is available on Steam. You can either go to Steam or you can get the Nexon launcher. Either way is up to you. I have heard people have had issues with the Steam version of MapleStory, so take that how you will. Anyways, before we get started, of course, for those of you on Twitch, unfortunately, Twitch needs to take its own pound of flesh. I can't get around it. There is really no way to get around it. So, what's going to happen is you guys, both on YouTube and on Twitch, you guys are going to get a nice little splash screen while we have a little ad break. Get that out of the way. And I'm going to go get myself some water so that way my voice doesn't dry out. And then we shall have fun. So, don't go anywhere. We shall be back after these massages. Alrighty. Pans on a 10 stream streak. Welcome, welcome. Let's go. All right. So, let me push a couple buttons over here and get things together. So, as you will see, I am now on a different side of the screen. I'm experimenting with stuff just to try and make it make my beautiful self over here less invasive, at least for those of you on Twitch. Less invasive, so when I do the MapleStory Tales, I can actually show you stuff that happens all across the screen rather than seeing my ugly mug. So, the other thing you will notice is that my character is looking quite dashing and roguish. Yes, he's got himself a full adventuring suit with boots, gloves, a hat, and a fancy bird-shaped crossbow. Ha ha ha! Alright, let me click this thing over here. Alright, cool. So, let's get into the story. So, first things first. I believe... yes, I need this. Now, this character is on the 4th job advancement, so I have all the skills unlocked as far as where I need to be. I'm about as powerful as I'm gonna get, on beyond, starting to get enhanced armor and abilities and whatnot, so I'm there. So, let us do the thing. This is... Wait, what? Oh, here we go. Alright. Check this one. No, not deal with a broker. Where'd it go? I just had it! Those who resist. Here we go. I think this is the last little bit of the Edelstein story that I didn't complete, so let's go check out what Wani has to say. Alright, Wani dude, what's cooking? No, not you. You.
Hey, you there. I appreciate you delivering Gabriel's papers. Gives me a lot to think about. And I have one more favor to ask regarding this intel. Not everyone in Edelstein is happy to let the Black Wings walk all over them. I want you to take this intel and get it to the Resistance. I'd do it myself, but there's no way they'd believe anything I handed them was legit. It's better if you delivered it instead.
Alright.
Thanks. Don't let all her efforts be in vain.
Alright, let's go.
The Resistance will reach out to you sooner or later. There's no way they didn't notice you poking around in Blackwing's business.
Alright. So, oh, hello. We've got ourselves a little exclamation point. Hold on. Alright. Let's see if anybody's here that has an exclamation point. Alright. What's with this kid? Should I talk to him? What is it?
I was told to give this balloon to you. Here, take it.
Huh? Oh, wait, where did they go? Suddenly, the balloon pops and a note falls to your feet. Come to the garden, but you must come alone. Failure to comply will not be tolerated. Well, better go check it out. All right, let's go. Hold on, I've got a thing over here. All right, let's go to the park. Oh, my MPS is activated, so let's go. Oh, got a little bit of skill lag there. Oh well, we're good now. Hop over the potted plant. Okay, let's see. Climb, climb, climb. All right, and climb, climb, climb. Ooh, a hidden portal. Oh, hey, it's Jay.
I'm Jay, a resistance agent. I've been expecting you. I'm Jay from the Resistance. I've had my eye on you ever since you arrived in Edelstein. We've confirmed you have no ties to the Black Wings and are trustworthy. So don't worry, you've got nothing to fear from me. I understand you have something for us. I'll send you to the Resistance headquarters.
Okay. So I would assume it'd be more so, rather than sending us there, it'd be like, follow me, I'm gonna take you there. That's kind of my headcanon for it. Claudine! My girl. What do you got for me?
Walking the path of the Resistance won't be easy, but with iron will, you'll overcome any obstacles. Welcome, MapleStory. We've been expecting you. We are the Resistance, a secret organization dedicated to fighting the Black Wings. This is our hideout. I'd like to thank you for assisting former Council President Albert and for safely bringing back Vaughn. You risked venturing into Black Wings territory, and I'm glad to see you return unharmed.
I have something to pass along to the Resistance. It's information about the Black Wings. I came across it while investigating the mines. This is impressive work. Anything that gives us a glimpse into the Black Wings' plans can give us an advantage. The Resistance instructors take a look. We'll take a look. You have my thanks. All right. What else you got for me?
Combining Gabriel's intel with what the Resistance already knows, we've arrived at some conclusion. First of all, the mad scientist Gelimer is attempting to develop something more powerful than ordinary androids. Something far beyond the power of humans. He is conducting cruel biological experiments, and while his mining operation has devastated the environment of the Rihanna Strait, these terrible things were done by the order of the Black Wings leader, Orchid. As one of the commanders of the Black Mage, her appearance suggests that the Black Mage is preparing to make a move. It's possible that Gelimer's experiments were actually ordered by the Black Mage himself.
Press X to doubt.
We thought the Black Wings were a threat to Edelstein, but if they're working for the Black Mage, then the entire world may be in danger from whatever it is they're doing here. You should know, I've received reports that the Black Wings are searching for seal stones, like the one that was used to seal the Black Mage so long ago. At first, I thought it was for one of Gelimer's experiments, but now I realize it must be related to the Black Mage's plans. He's taking any threats to his power off the board.
So the seal stones she's talking about here, those are part of and kind of pop up in the Explorer storyline, which I believe is over somewhere on my YouTube channel. You should be able to find it, and I believe it's in the MapleStory Tales playlist on my channel if you want to check that out.
Thank you for bringing this all to light. I don't know what threats lie ahead, but we must prepare ourselves for any eventuality.
All right, cool. And with that little that means we got another quest to take care of, so let's check it out. It's here that we should. The Vern Mine. Call from a Night. 10 boogies is summoning. All right, let's go.
Hey there, MapleStory. I'm 10 Boogies. You know, with the Cygnus Knights. I've noticed you've been busy in Edelstein lately, and I was hoping you could spare a moment to chat with me. Thanks. Swing by Edelstein Strolling Path 1. I'll be there.
All right, let's go. She kind of reminds me of like she's not necessarily like a little girl. She kind of reminds me of someone who may be just kind of short. I have a friend of mine that kind of fits the same, shall we say, description. I would say, yeah. If nothing else, it's not that... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Don't I have a... I thought I had a vertical... I thought I had a vertical jump ability. There's double jump. I need to check my keys. No, apparently not. Okay. Well, no vertical jumps. Well, let me double check. Oh, yeah, no double jump. Okay. Or vertical jump. 10 boogies!
Ah, Dmanisi, there you are. To tell you the truth, I was sent to keep an eye on things in Edelstein. I couldn't help but notice you've been helping out a lot around here. It's actually pretty impressive, Dmanisi. All the common folk of Edelstein, from the little children to the grandmas and grandpas, are doing what they can to stand against the Black Wings. I hope we can see a free Edelstein soon. The Cygnus Knights will sure do what we can, even if we don't have much we can spare. If we ever meet on the battlefield, know you can count on me. That's all I wanted to say. See you next time.
All right. Cool. Let's see. All right. Now, the next one is Deal. So, we've completed now the entire Edelstein story. And now, we're going to move on to more intrigue. And possibly that leads into part of the backstory of the White Mage. The previous form of the Black Mage. All right. Let's check it out. A deal with the broker. All right. So first, we're going to head over to Magatia. Let's see. Can I do that from here? No, it does not appear so. Oh, I could, but I need to go do a thing. All right. So, let me try this instead. Let's do the world map version. All right, let's go! Now, for those of you who are eagle-eyed, you will notice that this is also the starting town from Sacred Tears, the story. Where there I called it Margata, this is over here Magatia. So, Han, what do you got for me, buddy?
Don't doubt me just because I'm a backstreet broker. I deal in trust, and I keep up my credit. I don't think I've seen you before. You are definitely not from the area. And you don't seem to be an alchemist either. Maybe a traveler? You do look the part. I can tell you have a substantial amount of skills, but you also seem to have a bit of a daredevil in you. Finding yourself in trouble at times? Am I right?
How did you know?
It's because you seem overly curious. The fact that you casually struck a conversation with a broker shows that you are fearless. I don't care who does business with me anyway. Business is business,
If you want business with me, let me know. I want to know more about Megacia. Information on Megacia. It depends on the quality of information you want to know. But the minimum is 1,000 misos. Expensive? Trust me, it's worth it. Do you want to make a deal?
Now, back when this area first came out, like much of anything, 1,000 miso was a lot more than it used to be. Back then, you were considered like absolutely rolling in dough. If you had more than, I think it was like 5 million miso or something like that, you were considered like part of the upper echelons of the maplers if you had that much. However, now it's basically 1 billion now. It's like anything less than 1 billion and you're broke. So 1,000 was expensive back in the day, but now it's pocket change. All right, so let's make a deal.
Great choice. I'll give you some valuable information on Megacia. So get your misos ready, and let me know when you are.
All right, Han, I have your money. Let's go.
Did you bring 1,000 misos? If so, then have your pen and paper ready. Here is some valuable information on Megacia. Long ago, after the Black Mage disappeared from Ossyria, a group of alchemists got together and formed Megacia. The motto of this town is, "Ultimate knowledge is only an experiment away." The town itself is flush with money, since various results from experiments conducted with alchemy have been sold for lots of money. Even with that, however, the town seems very isolated from the world. That's because alchemists in general are very introverted, which makes brokers like me much richer. Especially in times like this, where the town is in conflict. Megacia is currently split in two, the Zenumists and Alcadno. The Zenumists are the ones considered pure alchemists that have successfully blended science and magic. Alcadnos are the ones that have added mechanical engineering to the already potent mix. They truly dislike one another, so if you want to get involved, you may want to think twice before going in. Because of the current conflict, the already insulated alchemists have withdrawn even further. I honestly think a traveler like you won't get anything substantial out of Megacia. It's much easier for you to do anything if you're affiliated with one or the other. That's it for basic info. Too little, you say? That's why it's basic info. If you want more, then come see me. I guarantee that if you want to do anything in Megacia, then you'll have to come back and see me sooner or later.
Okay. Well, it's been a quote-unquote little while. So let's go make a deal with Han again. Megacia's secret. Test from the head of Zunumist Society. Okay. Normally, I would do these all at once, but I'm going to do these one at a time because they are interesting. Now, again, I'll give you the tidbit of information after we get this done. So, from the Zunumist Society.
Do you really think Megacia is a town full of scholars with pure intent on research? That's nonsense. There's no other town that bickers over territory for their own good like them.
The days of scholars purely searching for the truth is long gone. Well, that's perfect for brokers, though.
Is there a big conflict?
Yes, which makes life harder for travelers like you. People are in so much conflict between one another that it's hard to join either of the two forces. There's so much mistrust in the air that the outsiders will have a hard time in entering their tight circle. If you went there, you know what I'm talking about.
A little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's go check it out. Let's go see if we can find out. I believe there was some quests that have been cut from Han. Initially, you were supposed to go over here to the Zanuma Society. Hoonigan? First person who comes to mind is a Resident Evil character. If you did, it was by accident? Alright. Carson, Zanuma's president. And like I said, I believe there was a quest that was cut that Han urged you to go try and talk to either Carson here, or I believe his name is Maid, or Maid, over on the Alcadno side of things, and to try and talk to them to get any information, and you were basically just told, no, get out. You don't belong here. So let's see.
The alchemy and the alchemist are both very important. However, the one that encompasses and embraces both is this town Megacia. The glory of Megacia must be sustained and kept alive. Are you capable of doing that?
Okay. Bedin... Nope, we don't want to talk to him yet. Omega Sector Agent. Okay, that's not going to help. Alright. So let me go over to the Alcadno side of things.
Zanumist. I know what they say. They don't like merging life energy with machines. They're simply afraid. Seeking pure alchemy won't lead to the future.
Okay. So yeah, like I said before, I believe there was a quest that was removed where Han urged you to try and talk to either one of them to try and get it, or talk to people here in town to try and get some information out of them, and they basically just shut you down. It's like, no, I'm not talking to you. You're an outsider. I'm not talking to you. So that's kind of what I think happened there. Okay, a little bit. Okay. So, here now.
If you want to know more about the situation in Megacia, you'll have to join either Zanumist or Alcadno and be part of the group. Even that is going to be difficult, but your humble broker knows a way or two to get in. What do you think? Are you interested in joining Zanumist?
I am interested in becoming part of Zanumist.
I knew you would say that. An adventurer like you would never reject an opportunity like this. I have to warn you, though, that joining the Zanumist sect is not easy. They believe that they are the true scholars, and they treat themselves as an exclusive bunch. In order to join Zanumist, you'll need to present to them your work as an alchemist.
Does that mean it's impossible? Missing French fry! Welcome, welcome! How are you doing?
Oh, no. I, Han the Broker, do favors for any customer. I can make you a member of the Zanumist, in fact, if you can pay the fee. I am the only person that can help you get into Megacia, in fact. Good decision. Talk to me when you're ready to do the trade. I'd say 1,000 misos is enough. That's not too bad, right? I can make you an official Zanumist with just that.
Alright. And I happen to have said pocket change. Let's go.
I guess you really want to join the Xenumists. I don't see the appeal, but whatever. So, do you have the money? Wonderful. Just give me a moment. I'll cook up some research and peer reviews to pass the Xenumist test.
Okay. The Xenumist Cape.
Oh, you're here. I, the broker who caters to every client's need, have prepared the item for you. Here, take this, and the test of Carson should be a breeze. Take it. Take this to the Xenumist Society and drop it on the blue alchemy pillar in front of Carson. Something new will be created right before your eyes. There's no need to worry what happens afterwards. Take that object to the Xenumists, and they'll be sure to welcome you into their ranks.
All right. Let's see. I think he gave us a bottle of some kind. Yes. Strange bottle of water. A bottle filled with transparent liquid. It's shut tight and cannot be opened. Drop it on the blue alchemy pillar in the Xenumist Society HQ. All right. Let's go! All right, so I believe it's this one he's talking about here. It always takes me a couple seconds to do this if I'm not paying attention. So we'll drop it here and watch it do its thing. It's a stick. It became a stick. Whoops. There we go. Carson.
We Xenumists have maintained our ancient alchemical traditions since the age of the Black Mage.
Don't worry about it. Why is it every time I look around a YouTuber that hasn't posted in years, then suddenly upload a few days later? Yeah. It's, I don't know, coincidence?
That was good alchemy work there. For you to make that so easily, I see that you are ready to join the Xenumist Society. Just making the pillar react to your alchemy, however, is not enough. Your work itself was great, but no one knows the end result of this, right? Please show me the item you've made through the alchemy. Brilliant. This should be enough. You're definitely someone that has mastered alchemy down to the core. I will admit you as a member of the Xenumist. Alchemy. The union between magic and science isn't just a scholastic union. It's uncharted territory. So discovery is important. Your studies will definitely affect the whole continent in one way or the other. Think about the flying ship. The inventions made by the alchemists enrich the lives of everyone in this world. But don't forget about this one crucial point. This has to be achieved without disturbing nature's course. You shall never stray away from that, like the Alcadnos. If you partake in their questionable methods, then you may end up losing what power you may have right now. Anyway, you are now officially a Xenumist. Take this cape. It will identify you as one of us. It's what differentiates Xenumist from Alcadno. Well, that and our sense of humor. Keep this in mind. If you want to engage in serious conversations with other Xenumists, you must wear the cape. Wear it, not just carry it around in your inventory.
All right, so we're gonna go do the Alcadno side of things, and then I'll get on some information with that used to be a thing. Okay. Han, give me the Alcadno Society test.
Do you really think Magesha is a town full of scholars with pure intent?
Oh, wait. We've already done this. A little bit. Okay. Okay. Are you interested in Alcadno? Okay, so it's basically the same text over again. It's just, are you wanting to join Alcadno?
There is no such thing as a free lunch, you know. But the flip side to that is that money can make certain matters go much more smoothly. For example, I can make you a member of the Alcadnos. For a modest fee, I'll get you that pesky test and peer review. To join the Alcadnos, you must write a research report and submit it to their leader, Maid. And that's just the first part. But I can spare you all the gory details, if we have a deal. I'm warning you in advance. The Alcadnos are all mechanical engineers with foul tempers. If you really don't know why anyone would want to join them, I really don't know why anyone would want to join them. But for those that do, all it costs is 1,000 misos.
Okay.
I guess you really want to join the Alcadnos. I don't see the appeal, but whatever. So, do you have my money? Wonderful. Just give me a moment. I'll cook up some research and peer reviews to pass the Alcadno test.
Okay. The Alcadno Cape.
Good thing you came. Like I promised, I came up with a report from an alchemist I'm familiar with. It's a report that I acquired via jewel trading, so handle it with care. That said, the interview with the head of Alcadno is still much more important. Maid believes more in first impressions than the report. You'll need to answer his questions well in order to become part of Alcadno. Don't worry about it. I have also come up with the answers needed for the interview. The jewels you gave me cover the cost of the answers too.
I also believe, like, if I remember right, the old version of this thing needed you to go out and actually get some jewels, or some gems. And back then, it was actually a lot harder to get gems. You needed 10 of any particular gem ore in order to make a single gem. And if I remember right, you had to go to this guy named Pi over in Ludibrium. And I think he was like the only one who made gems or something like that. Either that or there was another one somewhere else that made a different kind of gem, but you needed to go to a specific NPC to make gems. And then you brought him back to Han as payment for this test. These test answers.
What do you think? Are you interested in seeing Maid right now? Then, if you are interested in seeing Maid right now, then I'll give you some information that may help you on your interview. Okay, then remember these 3 words: Lydium, Grendel the Really Old, and Alcaster. The questions Maid will ask you are related to these, so make sure to remember these 3 words in order.
All right, let's go! Maid, I am going to pass your test with flying colors.
The newest. I know what they say. They don't like merging life energy with machines. They're simply afraid. Seeking pure alchemy won't lead to the future. Are you here to join Alcadno?
I don't know if you truly know what Alcadno is about. Alcadno may be one of the groups that studies alchemy, but we are not only creating new things through magic, we are formulating ways to incorporate machinery into the union of magic and science. Do you still want to join Alcadno?
Yes, I want to join Alcadno.
Another one willing to enter the treacherous, abandoned path of science. Desire alone will not bring you in Alcadno. However, the report alone will not cut it either. True skills of alchemy cannot be determined by looking at a document. I will be asking you some questions to determine whether you are qualified to become an Alcadno or not. Understand?
I understand.
Alcadno is always looking for ways to turn machines into a form of life. These efforts have yielded multiple forms of mechanical dolls, ready to be tested. Dolls like Roid, Neo-Huroid, etc. Here's the question. Which ore is used as the source of power to get the mechanical dolls to work? Black crystals, silver, summoning rocks, or lydium?
Well, I finished the Wendigo story.
Nice!
Very nice, French fry. And we wanted Lydium. That is the thing.
Machine dolls that use lydium as the source of energy can be controlled by the magic pentagram. In order to make a basic equation that follows the pentagram to control the movements of the machine dolls, then what would be the best book to use this? If you have ever studied as an alchemist, then you should know this in an instant.
Basic Mana by Grendel the Really Old. Ribeira's Introduction to Magic. Jane's Guide to Alchemy for Beginners. Alcaster Compilation of Alchemy, Beginners. Basic Mana, Grendel the Really Old.
Name this great alchemist who created the first magic rock of its kind, who also built the foundation for the flying ship, as well as proving the extent of the effect mana provides on life. He was also the third president of Magatia Alchemy Society.
Grito, Dr. Kim, Alcaster, Betty. Alcaster, the old goat in El Nath.
You are much smarter than I thought. Here's the last question. Unlike Xenumist, Alcadno's area of studies is not yet fully accepted by the public, which means you'll run into a lot of obstacles along the way. Even with all that, are you still confident enough to conduct studies with the pride of Alcadno in your heart?
Of course.
Fine. From here on out, you are an alchemist of Alcadno. Whatever adversities you may face from here on out, please fight through it for the good of mankind. Along with your acceptance, I grant you a Cape of Alcadno. It's what differentiates us from the stick-in-the-mud Xenumists. Never forget this. We are the pioneers who blaze a trail no others were brave enough to attempt. That cape will prove invaluable as research evolves. Once you start making some valuable contributions to Alcadno, you'll be rewarded accordingly.
All right. And so far, the people that the people that read it actually like it a lot. I'm happy about that.
Nice! Let's go, Fry!
Let's see.
Is it going to work over here on this side? Let's get some hype in the chat for Fry!
Oh no, it's not working. Oh no! Okay, I gotta try and let me see if I can figure that out. No, is that what I want? Lurch box. Why are you not working? Oh no, not that one. Let's see. Huh. Okay. Maybe I deleted something. I'll have to look into it. Oh well. Alright, so, a little bit of tidbit information for you guys. That what happened before, we have now both the Xenumist Cape and the Alcadno Cape. What this was, initially it was just a free cape that anybody could get. Because a lot of people couldn't really get a cape, and back then it was a thing that you could get as an armor piece that would help you out a ton, but not a lot of people had capes. So this was another cape you could get, and you could upgrade it a little bit so that way you could, kind of have something to help you out. However, the cool thing, at least I thought it was cool, way back in the day, I believe it was right about here at this entrance here. Depending on which NPC you talk to on either side of this dividing line, you actually had to wear one of these two different capes. And if it was an NPC on the Xenumist side, or the Alcadno side, excuse me, you had to actually wear the Alcadno cape in order to get anything done. Otherwise, they'd be like, "Good day, how are you? Oh, you're not part of us. All right, well, goodbye." And then the same thing on the other side. You literally had to wear the cape. It's not just, now it's just something that's like, okay, yeah, you got you the cape, whoop-de-doo. It's kind of a bummer thing to where now it's no longer a thing to where you have to wear the cape. But I thought it was an interesting thing to go with. All right. So, with that out of the way, let's see. Let's go. Which would you take first? Let's see. I am drawing a blank on what I'm trying to say. All right, chat. Which side should we take care of first? There are main quests on both sides of the city. Should we do something on the Alcadno side? Oh, excuse me, on the Alcadno side? Or do we do it on the Xenumist side? Which would you prefer to start with? Alcadno or Xenumist? Here, let me see if I can actually show you what the capes look like. To really look like really quick. Let me take off my. So this is my cape that I'm wearing right now. But anyways, this is the Xenumist cape, and this is the Alcadno cape. I know it's kind of hard to see for everybody. The Xenumist cape has like kind of like this V design on it on the back, and it's kind of like this dull coppery color. The Alcadno cape on the other side is kind of like a dark gray with a gear shape on the back. So, yeah. Either way, which do you think we should do first? Xenumist or Alcadno? Alcadno? Is that what you're saying, Jinx? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me do this. Let me bring up a poll. All right. There we go. Poll is up for people to check out. And unfortunately, for those of you on YouTube, this is only a Twitch poll. I don't think the YouTube side of things has something. Well, let me check. Let me check on something real quick. Might be able to do a poll on YouTube. Well, let's see. Let's see if what I can do here. Okay. There we go. And now YouTube, you have a poll. Who do we do first? Xenumist or Elcadno? And it looks like we got a 50-50 split right now over on Twitch. Oh, what happened? Yeah, we got a 50-50 split on Xenumist and Elcadno. Oh, we got some more for Xenumist, okay. Give it another little bit over here. At least on the Twitch side of things. Okay. Alrighty. So, we shall... I think that is where we shall call it. Alright, so Xenumists win! We are doing the Xenumist side of things. So, let's go! Let's go check it out! Oh, right. I need my crossbow. All right. Oh, hold on. Good grief. I gotta do a thing again. There we go. All right. There we go. And we're gonna go help out Bedin. Bedin! How you doing, bub? Identify yourself. Are you with the Xenumist or Elcadno? Obviously, this is where hostilities come in. Magacia's secret. Helping out Bedin. Since you're wearing a cape, you must be the new kid everyone's talking about. I'm Bedin. Nice to meet you. I'm in charge of making the mana rocks for Xenumist. What? You want to know what the magic rock does? Well, it's a device that allows one to gather up mana. Inside the mana rock, there's a core that allows one to register a spell in there. A mana rock with a spell registered is called the magic rock. It allows even the ones that have never mastered spells to perform one. For example, the magic rock at Orbis is made out of the mana rock. The most important ingredient for creating mana rocks are silver and lydium. Silver is used to register spells, and lydium is used to store mana. Every mana rock features a core made out of silver and a power device made out of lydium. Yes, I made them all. But we could always use more firepower. Can you help me out a little? Bring me 10 flaming desert items from the dark sand dwarf so I can refine the magic stone. All right, let's go! Yeah, we're just gonna rob some dwarves over here of their treasures because, you know, science needs them. I think before, when Magacia first came out, I believe it was actually 50, if I remember correctly. For science! Bill Nye the Science Guy. She blinded me with science. Bill, 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 Bill. Bill Nye the Science Guy. All right. So you got your gems bidden. Oh, Jinx, there was a... Okay, so the two things that I'm talking about. One... is that here in the US, at least, there was a show that used to be on called Bill Nye the Science Guy. And they had, like, this most hardcore show intro ever. And that was, like, when it very first started, that's what it would go. Like, it would first come on and go, Bill Nye the Science Guy. And they had, like, this whole, like, club music go on. And then it was a whole show. Kind of like Sesame Street for science kind of deal. It was kind of interesting. I'll give it that. And then the other thing over here was like, she blinded me with science. It's actually a song from, I want to say, the 80s, and that's what it's called. Blinded me with science. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't remember who did it, but it is actually a song. So there's two different things I'm going on there. But hopefully that helps lessen the confusion there, Jinx. All right, Bedden. What, you brought all the items? That's amazing. You must be a traveler instead of an alchemist. I was just kidding. You don't have to make a face like that. You're new anyway. Good work, seriously. Silver is a mineral regularly used in alchemy. If you want to infuse an object with magic, there's no other way. That's basic alchemy. Don't forget it, rookie. All right. So we helped him out there. Getting in the way of Volcadno. Oh. Hey, aren't you the rookie alchemist who helped me make the monorock the other day? What are you working on these days? If you aren't that busy, then do you want to help out with this project? What? You want to know what the project is? Well, it's a secret, so I'll tell you only if you promise me you'll do it. Huh. You may be a rookie, but you know the basics, right? That Zanumas and Elcadno aren't really friendly? That's why I was wondering if we can do something that will really irk them. Sounds like fun. No? Go to the basement of the Elcadno Society building, and you'll see a bunch of devices the Elcadnos made. They call them reinforced mithril mutae. Our job is to destroy about 20 of them. Oh, to see the look on those Elcadnos' faces. Okay, let's go! I remember a long time ago, I still have it, I just can't remember where it is, but I got a helmet from the Mithril Mutae, not these reinforced ones, just the regular ones. I believe it's these guys, yeah, these blue ones here. I got what's called a blue bone helm, and I got so many questions from people asking me, where'd you get it? Where'd you get it? Where'd you get it? Apparently it's supposed to be like a really rare drop. I still have it on one of my characters somewhere. Yeah, it just was it. I just kind of like found it one day. So it's like, oh, okay. All right. So now we've done the thing. Now, go to Bedden. Let's go talk to Bedden. believe we go here. Nope, we don't go here. Is it over here? Yes, it's over here. Okay. Bada bee, bada ba, and on my characters, it's blue. All right, so we'll go back over here. And we'll talk to Bedden.
How'd it go? Did you get all 20 reinforced mithril mutates? Beautiful! I'm sure those old cadnos are fuming right about now. Don't feel bad about it. Compared to what they've done to us, it's nothing.
Okay. An incident and the missing alchemist. Ooh. Pour the tea.
Rook, how's the experiment going these days? Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever asked you what you really worked on. Is it a top secret? Well, if it is, then I won't ask anymore. I actually have a favor to ask you. This might keep you busy, but I want you to enter the Alcadno lab and get this document for me. Don't look at me like that. I actually am curious to know one thing. The record regarding that incident. I think only Alcadnos have it, so what do you think? Will you do it for me? Surely you're as curious as I am.
Pour the tea, Kronk.
Rum teapot!
Why do we even have that teapot?
Get some water. Get some glug glug water in my system. Really? You'll do it? I wasn't expecting you to... Oh. Thank you for the bits, creative! Really? You'll do it? I really wasn't expecting you to say this, yes, but this is great. Well, I suggest you make your way to Dark Lab from Lab Area B3 in the Alcadno base. There shouldn't be anyone in the lab at this hour, but that means the lights will be off. You need to make your way there carefully using portals, okay? Once you get there, you have to search the lab in the dark for the secret document. If you bring the document, then I'll give you some information on that incident. People seem to want to keep it hush-hush, but since you're in Megacia, as a proud member of the Znumist, I think you have a right to know what happened.
All right, so we have a ad break coming up. So we are going to pause here before we go do the thing in the Znumist area, and when we come back, we shall go do the thing. So, don't go anywhere. We shall be right back after these massages. Alrighty, I was just doing some doing some research on my side to try and see why the little hype thing wasn't working. So let's see. Let me try to do some hype and see if it works again. Why is it not working? Why are you not working? Oh no. Okay, well, I'll have to do some more research on that. Wash your hype. I mean hands. All right. Yeah, I'll do some more research on that to figure out like why it isn't coming through. It should be, but I don't know why it's not coming through with the little like, splash screen on Twitch side of things. So we shall see. Anyways, let's go infiltrate the Alcadno facility for the thing. Right. Okay, so area B3. Oops, nope, not that. This. Let's see. It's A3, A1. This should be B3 over here. Okay, let's go. Well, honestly, like I have to do it so infrequently that I honestly forget every time what I need to do. So don't worry, I'll get it up and running. It's just remembering what I need to do. All right, I think it's this one. Nope, it's not that one. Let's see. Is it this one? Yeah, here we go. All right. And shuffling around, trying to find the things. Can't reach, it's too far, okay? There we go. In the midst of darkness, you can feel a bookshelf on your fingertips. Looking closely, there appears to be a bundle of documents. This must be the document Bedden was talking about. Secure the document and head back to Bedden. Doing thing, MapleStory. All right. Doing thing, check. MapleStory, check. All right, let's go back to Bedden. Oops, nope, wrong. Wrong door! Again with the... What the heck? All right. Now, how do I get out of here? Okay, I've done the thing. Now, do I go this way? Oh, it's this way. Durr. Sometimes I forget stuff. All right. Alrighty. Carson. Oh no, we don't need to go to Carson. We need to go down here. Bedden! Did you bring the secret document? Okay, this should reveal... Wait. This document... This isn't right! No. I am not saying you brought me the wrong document. I think the document itself has flaws. Darn. So I guess there's no record of that incident. What's that incident? Well, I don't think the president of our society wants to discuss this. He knows what happened, and yet he wants to keep it a secret. But I disagree. I believe that all alchemists in Magatia have a right to know the truth. The truth about that incident.
Well, stop teasing at me. Stop teasing it. Just give me the stuff.
It was a catastrophe unlike any other. And that all came from a foolish experiment conducted by an alchemist. As there are numerous experiments conducted at the same time, the alchemists are used to seeing their experiments fail. No failure, however, had affected the whole town of Magatia. Not until then. A few years ago, an alchemist from Alcadno made an error in the experiment. As a result, a huge explosion occurred, which brought an earthquake to all of Megatia. After the earthquake, the magic pentagram that existed. The magic pentagram that existed in Megatia for the longest time started not working properly. That was the worst that could happen in this town. No one knows what the experiment was about. Actually, the president might know, yet he doesn't mention it once. Why? The only thing we know is that the one person who knows everything about this, the alchemist responsible for that incident, is missing. Ooh. And I believe there was actually a part of the quest that actually used to take you below ground. I think they called it the Great Circle at one point, which is supposed to be like an alchemic circle that was created long time ago, but it was supposed to be like the strongest type of circle that was made by Megatia as a whole before the town split. And that is the one that went kaboom. All right. So we've taken care of that. So let's see. Oh. Oh, that's in Alcadno. Okay. So let's go to the Alcadno side of things now. Okay, come on, get in there. All right. Rustle on!
Cardinals certainly don't count. Fools cannot see the important things. I don't think we've ever met.
I see you're wearing the Alcadno cape. You know, I'm kind of refining his voice a little bit, so we'll see once we get there. Are you a newcomer? What do you want from me? I'm busy right now, but if you have questions about the experiments, I'll answer them for you. What? What kind of experiment am I conducting? My name is Russelon, and I am conducting experiments on finding out the cause of all sickness and finding a cure for it. And my expertise lies in creating poison. I am making something now, just not poison. Now that I think about it, I am short on the ingredients for the medicine. In order to make one, I think I need a human finger grinded in there. Maybe yours. I was just kidding. No need to worry about that. What I actually need is Rumo's leaf, but it's difficult to find one. What do you think, newbie? Can you help me out here? Rumo's leaf can be found through Rumo. You don't know who Rumo is? Xenumists raise them, of course. It doesn't matter what they say, so go to the basement lab of the Xenuma Society and bring back as much as you can. You're better off getting Rumo leaves from the triple Rumos instead of Rumos. They both carry what we're looking for, but triple Rumos have more of them. We need five Rumo leaves all together. All right, let's go!
Come on, get up. Come on, get down with the sickness.
Oh, there we go. Got Rumo leaf. And there's another one. Ah! Come on. Give me. All right. Ooh, there's a couple there.
Nice!
And there's another one there. Oops. There we go. Yay! We've got the leaves. Now let's get out of here before somebody figures out what exactly we're doing. 5 is too high a number. I think before, originally, I think it was like 20. Like, back in the old days. In ye olden days of MapleStory.
So, you have brought all of Rumo's leaves. Great work. This should be enough for me to make a medicine. Rumo's leaf is like the ultimate form of life. By studying this, I'll be able to make medicines that are more potent and effective than others.
Alright, okay. Destroy the roid.
Come to think of it, Rumo is plenty strong, which should have made it hard for you to acquire the leaves. Something doesn't seem right. You are much, much, much more powerful than other alchemists we have here. How can someone who's been conducting experiments for such a short period of time be so strong? No, that doesn't matter. It's a good opportunity, in fact. Maybe someone like you can slay Royd, no? Alcadnos spend a long time building Royd, and although they aren't created for battle purposes, they are plenty strong enough. But I think you're more than capable of beating them. What do you think? Are you interested? Then go there and defeat 15 Royd. It's hard to find someone that strong in Megacia, so I'm excited to see what you can do. I'll be here waiting.
Yeah, because everybody's nerds. Right? They got powerful brains, but weak little noodle arms. Oh, that was quick. All right.
Wow, you really defeated all 15 Royd? That is just amazing, really. I didn't think you'd be that strong. Amazing. Here, take this. It's a small reward for doing the job well done. I am very excited to meet an individual as powerful as you. Please, come back later. I may have something else in store for you. Oh, you really came back. You know, newcomer. You've really worked hard despite being so new. You've helped me a lot, and I really appreciate it. As token of my thanks, I prepared a small gift for you. Will you accept it? Good. Then I want you to go to Lab Area B1. On top of the desk may lay some pills that I have recently concocted, so take it. No, and since I am eager to see the effects on you, I want you to take it, and then come back to me. You must take the pills first, and then come back to me.
All right. You know, I've heard that if you don't need the medication for something, you really shouldn't take it. There seems to be a number of small pills on the desk. Just take one from there. Okay. So, Russelon's pill. A pill made by Russelon, Megacia's alchemist. No one knows how it will affect you. Okay. Looks like an ordinary potion or pill. Russelon told you to take one before coming. Take a sip. The potion makes you feel a little queasy. You should get back to Russelon.
You're looking pale.
That means it's working. This experiment is a major success! I knew this would work on someone that's strong enough to destroy roids.
I knew this was a human experiment.
You seem surprised. Don't be. It's not a dangerous pill, except for the side effect of death. Luckily, there's an antidote for this.
This is not what I need.
So this proves it's possible to temporarily change the human body's state. This will make it much easier to work on life alchemy. This will finally make his wish come true.
Who was he?
Yeah, that guy. He was the best there was in life alchemy. If we had him here, we'd already be done with our research, but he's gone missing. No one knows how or why he went missing. He had been getting antsy in days before he went missing, and started secretly conducting experiments that no one knew existed. No matter how much we asked, he never divulged any information on it. He was conducting experiments like a madman. Research, and more research. That's all he did in the name of life alchemy. Then, that's when that happened. Even in the town of alchemists like Magatia, no one ever witnessed an explosion that big. I can't even begin to fathom what kind of experiments he conducted. What kind of monster was he cooking up? The head of the Alchemist Society had already searched his house, so he should know what happened. Yet, he's never released anything. Even this experiment started off as a joint research between him and myself. But he's missing now, and it was impossible to go further with the experiment. I knew what to do with the potions and pills, but that was still tough. I am continuing this on his behalf, but I don't understand why he thought of conducting a study on altering the state of the body. I am sure he's alive. There's a reason why he should be.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
I believe I heard, mate, Maid. What do you got for me, buddy?
You are the young alchemist that received Alcadno's cape not too long ago. How can I help you? Do you need help on your research? A missing alchemist. Missing alchemist. That must be Dr. Delang. I advise you to not to delve too deep into this. He concocted an experiment that endangered many lives.
Don't you think a true Alcadno alchemist would pursue the answer at all cost, even if it's in danger?
Well, if you say it like that, then I don't know what to say. I do know that I can't tell you everything about Dr. Delang. You do not have the right to know, and I do not have the right to share it with others. No one knows anything substantial about that alchemist. There's no way anyone would know.
I don't think it's a good idea to just cover up the truth.
You're not wrong on that. Actually, you are right on that. Maybe it's time to search for the truth, and we need someone who's capable of carrying out this project. But that doesn't mean I'll have to share the story of Delang with you. I want you to prove your worth first. And if you do, then I will share more information on Delang. As a proud alchemist of Alcadno, I want you to do something for Alcadno. It's not going to be easy, but what you need to do is eliminate 20 homunculuses. Xenumus secretly attack us in the middle of the night with them. So, By destroying them, it'll really help Alcadno out. I am telling you this in advance, but homunculus is very powerful. Maybe you'll have to risk your life to do this. But if you can't pull this off, then how can I put my trust in you on other tasks? Please, head over to the basement lab of Xenumist.
All right, creative. Thank you for coming. Have a good day.
And may Falcor visit you in your dreams.
All right, let's go. Very powerful, my behind. Okay, I need to gather this stuff because I need it for later. They are very powerful. Well, maybe to you, but to me, they are just... They are kind of in the way. All right.
So, you were able to defeat homunculus and come back safe. I can't say I have total trust in you, but I am at least sure that you are not a Xenumist. That's enough. It's impossible to shield it from other people for too long anyway. So, I'll now put you in charge of Dr. Delang's investigation.
All right. There is one, no, that comes later. Okay.
I don't think I can totally trust you, but maybe that's the reason why I can let you work on this. I want you to see Dr. Delang in a third person's point of view, unaffiliated with the past of Xenumists and Alcadno, what he wanted, and make a decision on whether it was the right thing to do. Apparently, just before he went missing, Dr. Delang had been in close contact with a suspicious character. Have you heard of Han the Broker? He's a man with a very questionable reputation. Regardless, I also hear that he is very trustworthy in business deals, so I think he'll be good. You may get some information on Dr. Delang through him. Oh, and know this one thing. Han the Broker loves money. He doesn't even speak to people that don't have a substantial amount of measles with them. So I highly advise you to prepare some before the meeting.
All right. I've got quite a bit of money. Yeah, 16 million mesos, so I think I've got enough to satiate his greed.
Just tell me what you want, and I'll get it for you. An item, information, dirt on someone. Just tell me anything, and I'll get it for you. What? A missing alchemist? You mean Dr. Delang? Yes. He frequently visited yours truly just before his disappearance. Anyway, what about it? What? You want some information on Dr. Delang? Fine. The information will cost you 5,000 mesos. Pay up, and the info is all yours. This is definitely an unexpected source of income. This is good. Now, as promised, I'll give you the information on Dr. Delang. As long as you're ready to pay me, come see me when you're ready.
All right, I need some more word, or some more worder in my throat.
It seems like Dr. DeLange was conducting a very dangerous experiment. He took drastic measures to make sure that no one came close to his house. He used to have so many booby traps around his house. Now, most of them have been removed by other alchemists. Anyway, here's the information you might be interested in. Are you ready? For someone who chose not to contact anyone around him, he had one person, a friend who he constantly talked to all the time. Do you want to know who? It's Yurik, the alchemist. Have you ever heard of him?
All right, so the reason it's like supposed to be something so big about Yurik the Alchemist is a long time ago. I believe there was only one spot he ever popped up, and that was in Ludibrium. He's here. I'll show you who he is. This guy right here. Or girl, maybe? I don't know. Either way, Yurik used to be an NPC that you went to, and what it did before, I can't remember, you actually had to go to like a specific NPC in order to do, I think it was some kind of enchanting on armor or something like that. Armor and weapons. But this guy you did like a kind of a long quest for him and bringing him stuff. But then it gave you a skill to where you could do your own enchanting without having to go to that one alchemist. So it was pretty handy back in the day. But of course, this was back when things were much simpler. All right.
Hello there. I'm Yurik the Alchemist. I'm wandering throughout the world of MapleStory.
Okay.
I'm just stopping here for a bit. Hey there. Are you a traveler? If you need any help, just let me know. What? Do I know anything about Dr. DeLange? Who are you? How do you know about Dr. DeLange?
I'm from Megacia. I heard that you are the person to talk to regarding Dr. DeLange, who is currently missing.
What? Dr. DeLange is missing? It can't be. I knew that he had been studying for some time, but I had no idea. What exactly did he do?
I need your help to find out exactly what happened to him.
You don't seem like an alchemist. Maybe that's why I feel like I can trust you with this. Megacia. It's a place that's plagued with violence and mistrust. But since you're not from there, I'll give you some information on Dr. DeLange. I feel that it would be a good way to help Dr. DeLange out.
Okay, so again, I believe this Yurik here, I believe used to be in Ludibrium only. So you'd have to go from Megacia to Ludibrium to talk to them, and then come back.
Is there a way we can find out about Dr. DeLange's experiment? I have to say, I don't know too much about him myself. But I do know that he has such a meticulous personality that he always recorded everything he did in research and experiments. Which means, if we can find his secret notes, then we may be onto something.
Secret notes? Do you know where I can find them?
Unfortunately, no. No alchemist would share that information, even if it's their best friend. That being said, I think I have a clue where they might be. I believe the key to the place where the secret notes may be is made out of silver. Dr. DeLange was an expert at putting magic into a layer of silver, making it react to other types of magic. If there's anything silver, how about using it to try opening the door? if you find out whatever happened to Dr. DeLange, or at least his whereabouts, please let me know. I may have abandoned my hometown and wander around from place to place, but I have never forgotten about Dr. DeLange. I feel so useless when I wasn't able to help him when he was at his lowest, so I want to help him out before it's too late.
All right. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's see. Carson's experiment. Okay. Let's see. Power when the ghosts. Okay, let's go talk to this NPC called Parwin the Ghost. They have some information that we may want to check it out. And I believe they are here. I could be very wrong, though. Let's see. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to do it through the quest window. Oh well. Saitai. Okay. That's actually better, because I was spelling it wrong. Okay. Well, anyways. Let's go. Let's go from here.
Who's there? I can tell you're here. I don't know who you are, but please come help me. Here, right here.
Okay. Let's go! I was really close by. And there's Parwin the Ghost.
Why are there only ghosts around here? Nice to meet you. I am Parwin, a researcher in this lab. Why are you looking at me like that? You look like you've just witnessed something horrific. Anyway, it's so good to encounter someone here. It's been a long time since I last talked to a person. I wonder what's wrong with the alchemists these days. They just never drop by the lab. Why did I call you? Well, I actually just called you because it was good to see someone here. There's actually nothing that I need from you. I just felt like talking for once.
Well, you have a yellow bubble, so that obviously means you have something for us. Something juicy. Parwin's lab. I believe it's this one.
This lab is rarely visited by anyone these days, so I have been paying attention to you the moment you stepped foot in this lab. I just didn't think I'd be able to carry out a conversation with you. I'm glad I got to talk to you, to be honest. I've been living in fear these days.
What's scaring you?
What's scary? Look around! I see a room full of Saitai. It really scares me to death. Look at them, they're transparent!
Yikes, you're scaring me.
You do look quite powerful, by the way. I, Parwin, can see that you're a person of immense strength. So powerful that I can't believe you're an alchemist. With that, can you eliminate some of the Saitais for me? Thank you so much. I'm so glad we met. To have met such a helpful young warrior. I'd appreciate it if you could eliminate 20 Saitais. It shouldn't be too hard. What? Easy? I knew you'd say that.
Alright. Let's go! Let's lay them to rest. For once and for all. Yep, that wasn't too bad. Quite. Oh. Oh, there's our vertical jump. I could have sworn I had one.
Oh, you did manage to defeat the Sight Eyes. That's just amazing. Much more useful than the last alchemist that came. The alchemist that was here before? Well, there was this fellow that conducted experiments here not too long ago. He was so determined and focused on his work that I was too intimidated to talk to him. I wondered why he'd work on the life alchemy with such disdain for safety. What happened to him? I don't know. He stopped coming after a while. All the reports on the experiments have been removed by others, and after that, no one used this lab ever again. I wonder why. Anyway, I think you're much more courteous and receptive than that other alchemist. It's good to find a chat buddy, you know? Hope to see you again here.
Okay. And Parwin's pass. Potter.
I, Parwin, know everything that goes on with Megacia. If you want to know what happens in Megacia, I am your #1 source for that too. I even know about a secret passage that the alchemists have engaged in barred experiments used. Do you want to know more about the secret passage? Unbeknownst to most everyone, there's a secret passage that connects Xenumus and Alcadno. It's a secret passage that almost no one knows of. Even if you are aware of it, it's off limits. You need a pass to have access to the passage. But about that pass, I can't remember where I misplaced it. I don't even remember when I lost it, either. If I had that, then I would have used that passage regularly. Maybe the Sight Eyes took it. If you, for some reason, end up with the pass, then try using it at the lab entrance of the passage at either lab first floor, hallway, or lab area B1. That should be enough to gain access to the secret passage.
Right. Okay, let's see if we can find Parwin's entry pass. Ah, there it is.
Oh, yes! This is it! This is the pass I used way back! What? This pass doesn't work? No way!
Okay, so I believe what you're supposed to do first is get the pass, try the door, and then come back.
I suppose the pass is so old that it did not get verified with their new security system. That's unfortunate. Time flew by so fast that now I can't get verified. But that doesn't mean you can't get in. I, Parwin, will pull out all tricks in order for you to gain access to the secret passage, okay? What I want you to do now is get 10 entry passes from Sight Eyes. If we can make combinations out of those verification numbers, we may be able to figure out the master code. And that will get us into the secret passage.
Oh, I already have them. Nice!
You managed to get all 10 of the entry passes. That's brilliant! Now, let's make a combination out of these verification numbers and come up with the master code. This requires a great amount of concentration.
Nice, Jinx! Well done! Yay! It is very satisfactory. Right?
Oh, you're here! Good thing, because I, Parwin, have found the master key that will allow you to enter the secret passage. Isn't it great? Tell me Parwin is great! Now, I want you to remember this. I'm only going to say it once, so write it down somewhere. Are you ready? The passcode is BNHL. You didn't forget it, did you? Enter this passcode at the entrance of the secret passage, and you'll have unlimited access to it.
BNHL. BNHL. All right. Let's go. BNHL. Oh. Okay, let's see. Can we go over here? Okay. Oh, wait. I believe it's this one. Yes. Okay. BNHL. Aha! Oh, hello. Looky here. We got ourselves an enemy. Now we don't. All right. And into the Alcadno area. Yay! All right. So, I believe we need to go talk to Carson now. Yes, Carson's experiment. All right. Carson, buddy, what's cooking?
You must be the new alchemist that came not too long ago. I heard that you have made yourself quite useful these days. Thank you for your hard work. I do, however... one thing. There is one thing, however, that concerns me a bit. I heard you have also been paying much attention to something other than conducting experiments.
What do you mean?
I heard you asked about that incident. The incident caused by a neglect of one alchemist that wound up affecting everyone in Megacia. It's not something I wanted to share with a newcomer like you, since it's nothing to boast about. Are you interested in knowing more about that incident, though?
Yes, but...
I understand your interest in the incident, but I suggest you stay away from it from here on out. I don't think you have the right to know more about the incident. It is related to the darkness of the alchemists that reside here. It's something I don't feel you are equipped to handle.
You never know.
You seem quite confident. I do remember Bedin mentioning how strong you are. Maybe you can find something new from the house of Dr. Delane. What do you think? I know this will not be an easy task, but can you search the house for the missing alchemist, Dr. Delane? You will be rewarded well for this work. Then before starting this, I'd like to see what you are capable of. I'll be testing your ability to handle tough assignments. This test is simple, actually. Head off to the closed lab and rein in the dangerous Homans. Controlling Homan can be difficult through the pentagram of alchemy, which is located at the center of the closed lab. Slay the Homans that are inside, recover the magic device they have stolen, and throw it on the pentagram of alchemy. It will be activated, which will control Homan. As proof that you have successfully controlled Homan, bring the lightless magic device back after using it all. Then, and only then, will I trust you to handle the more difficult task. If you think it's going to be tough, then you can bail out from this. If you bail out, however, you won't be able to obtain crucial clues on the missing alchemist. Whenever you would like to go to the closed-off lab, just let me know. I wonder if you have what it takes to control the Homan.
All right. So, with that is where we are going to call it for today. We will come back next week and pick this up some more, but for now, that is where we're going to call it because, one, my throat has had it, and I am starting to get very, very, very hungry. So, yeah, thank you all for coming, and I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you saw here today. This coming Wednesday, I am going to be having a writing stream where I will be working on MapleStory, the novel Guardians. Normally, I'd be working on Legends of Osiria. However, I've been wanting to put this up on Inkit and Wattpad, so I will be working on that instead. There's much less editing that has to be done because there's some other stuff I pretty much have to write from scratch, have to take out and move around and whatnot, so that way the chapters stay a lot shorter. But this way, I'll be able to pay more attention to the story more closely rather than having basically 3 books working on, because I've been working on Sacred Tears, the audiobook, which I have everything. I'm going to be working on Chapter 23, Part 4. And this way, rather than having basically 3 books, all at different points in the story, this way I'll have fewer, and I'll be working on that this coming Wednesday. And that starts at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, if you guys are interested, on Friday, we'll be having a writing prompt reading, where this is your writing prompt for those of you on Twitch, and it's up there for those of you on YouTube. You are, either one of you guys, if you're on YouTube or on Twitch, you are free to participate in this. And we'll be reading those while I am working on my Satisfactory Factory. It should all be quite satisfactory. So, that will be starting at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come and hang out, watch me build a factory, and listen to some awesome stories. We had a couple awesome stories this last week by Mama Rednecks and written by Liv. So, yeah, be sure and come and check that out. And then next week, we shall be back for more of the story of MapleStory. So, I hope to see you all there.
There's a feeling deep inside. Let it be your prayer. Show me the power you can hide.
Thanks everyone for coming to the stream, and I hope to see you again next time. If you want to catch whenever I go live, subscribe or follow to become a coin of the vault so you never miss a thing. Wherever you're viewing from, have a look around my YouTube channel for more stuff, including the audiobooks of MapleStory the novel Sacred Tears, Sly Cooper Rise of Vexen, and Arcane. Each story is fully voice acted with sound effects and background music so that you can sit down and watch or listen to while you go about your day. You can also find all kinds of previous storylines from MapleStory that I've already done. So, until next time, my friends.
Never be afraid to fall. Throw yourself into it. Victory's waiting for you.